Hey folks. Is anyone there? I think I'm live. I think that is the case. Yeah, so welcome. Hey Solo, how's it going? It's been a while, right? Here I am streaming again. We are back. We've still got, good old demonic tutorial bot in the background over here and good old flame spot illustration over there. PCG stream just like always. What's good, guy? Face reveal. Yeah, exactly. You finally know what I look like, right? This is me. I cannot deny it. What's good at Solo's little bro? Hey, how's it going, Solo's little bro? Yeah, guys. All right. So, apparently, I just found out, just right now, I got a copyright strike, for the last PCG video I made, the PCG news. Apparently, that song in the beginning, the one that's part of the intro, is copyrighted, which is crazy because it's the one I've been using all along, all throughout. Well, see, originally we had a different intro, and that one was copyrighted, so I got in trouble for that. And I'm like, all right, I better find something better that was public domain. And I found this one. I don't remember why I chose this one if it wasn't public domain. So that's what was surprising to me about this. I'm pretty sure I picked something that either was public domain or something I had a license to at the time. I can't say I quite remember exactly where I got it though. So I don't know. Very frustrating. I'm going to have to find a different song and try and re-upload the video then. Don't tell YouTube you've been using that one. I'll try. Yeah, oh yeah, true. I shouldn't say that. But I don't know. I doubt the bots are out here, watching my stream. I guess they could be. Diamond Armor, hey, you're back. Welcome back. Hey, Havel Scrones, how's it going? Woo! Yeah. So here we are. I don't really have a ton of stuff planned to actually do during this stream. I figured, we could rely on the classics. We could go check out the wiki, see if there's any art anyone posted on the Discord. We could do some quick Q&A if anyone has anything they want me to answer or talk about. I am more than happy to do that. The whole gang's back together. That's right, we are. We are in a PCG renaissance. I can't believe it sort of undermines it that the PCG news video, I finally get around to making a PCG news video, and it gets taken down and a copyright strike. I don't think I've ever had a copyright strike on my channel in the entire history. I've gotten stuff that was copyrighted, and then but it's just okay, your video is restricted in some countries. Consider changing the music on it. I've never had a straight up copyright strike. That didn't feel real to me. It didn't feel like a thing that actually happens, Red says, guys, PCG special may well be coming soon. Heck yeah! Heck yeah, the PCG revival continues. Sola says, you want to finish my PCG? I absolutely want to finish your PCG. For those not in the know, I started playing Solo's PCG the other day. Probably shouldn't right now since I'm streaming, but I am definitely... In fact, that was sort of a hard call to me. I was should I stream or should I, see if Solo wants to finish that game? Because, I've been trying to find time the past few days, and it keeps not happening, and it's frustrating. But then I was well, I haven't streamed in a really long time, and I feel for me to, be officially back, this seems to be, the thing that people seem to ask about. Don't bet on it. We need to make some more stuff. That's right. We need to make stuff. Sorry about the PCG news vid. Hey, thanks, man. Don't worry about it, though. It's all right. I mean, I still have the video on my computer. I'll just edit out that song and re-upload it. But, like, and the copyright strike will go away in, you know, in a while. Like, it could have been worse. Like, if I was, like, an actually big YouTuber that actually, like, makes money on, on, like, YouTube videos, it would have been a lot worse. Because then it, like... You know, you make money based on how many people see the video, and like once the video's been taken down, once you re-upload it, its momentum is gone. You know, like people have already seen it, so it's like less than half the amount of people are going to watch the new video. You're not going to get paid for it. But for me, I don't make money on my videos anyway, so it does not matter. Diamond Dharma says, I'm also the creator of Dorser. Oh, heck yeah. This is my alt channel, and the second part is ready, though I still have to make a video. Heck yeah, Dorser. That's awesome. Solo says, yes, stream over game. Yes, stream. It's been way too long since I streamed. I miss streaming with you guys. This is fun. I don't know what else to talk about, though. This is a random, like, I'm just showing it to you because it's something here. I'll just, like, this is a piece of art that I got for my birthday. This is, like, it's a drawing of Superman made and signed by a real comic book artist, Will Torres, which is pretty cool, who actually works on Superman, I should say. A friend got it for me. Got any PCGs in the works? Not really. I've just really been working on the Pokemon Stop PC game, which is based on a PCG but is not a PCG itself. So, you know, that game is it's actually literally being worked on right this very second. You know, like my programmer is actually working, like he is literally working right this very second on it. So it is getting done. It's getting done. But I did I was trying to think of an idea for a PCG as well. I think, well, definitely the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start actually playing The Lives of Genghis with Chris. I think I'm going to do that in early May if I can. So that's one that I started a long time ago. So I guess you could say that's in the works, because it's not done, and I'm going to have to make it as we play it. But yeah, I'll show that guy more to you once I play it with Chris. We low-key need an Indiana Jones reboot. You mean like for the Indiana Jones movies, or you mean for like the Indiana Jones PCGs that we made? Rad Chicken says you need to make a 200-page mega PCG that comes out December for the Great PCG Revival. Oh man, that's a lot of pages. That is a lot of pages. I don't know if I have the time to do that. That's got to be more than Balzac Globotron, right? Well, I don't even know anymore. Dharma says, to be honest, the prehistoric PCG era is pretty interesting. Like the first one with the tree and the apple. Could you tell me more about that era? Sure, yeah. So that era, let's see if we can... whoops. Hold on. Let's... let me see if I can't... hold on. Yeah, let me see if I can't... there we go. This is my screen. Yeah, let's bring up the wiki so I can show you what I'm talking about as I do it. So yeah, so here's the PCG wiki. Actually, let me get this here chat over here so I can see what you guys are saying. Okay, so the prehistoric era made like back in that era, which is when we were, you know, kids making PCGs for each other. We called it, or we now retroactively call it Series 1. The original game, the one with the apple and the tree, was just called Paper Computer Game. That was made by Chris for me. You probably saw the video about it, right? Like, the first PCG ever made. But back then, like, that whole era was like... yeah, here's an example of a screen from it. every single one of the games from this era was like Chris was making a game for me, and it was like I'm playing as myself. Like Zach, the character, was the main character, and over time, with like each adventure, sort of like continued the story. It's like you would like be in the sewers, and then you escape from the sewers, and then the next game you start right after you escape from the sewers, and now you're somewhere else. And over the time, as like the adventures went on, it started to develop like a little bit of lore, and like because like. That's when, I rescued that robot who became Zuvak, and, then we met the farmer, and, we realized that the enemy I'm fighting against is the company, and that, it sort of started to grow around that. And Chris was just making games all the time. I would go over his house and just, make him make games for me. I would legit be like, I would legit beat one of his PCGs and then be like, can you make me another PCG? And he'd be like, come on, man, come on. But he would do it. He would go upstairs and he would leave me hanging out downstairs awkwardly at his house while he made a PCG for 25 minutes. And then he would come back down. He's like, all right, here's the PCG, play it. And I'm like, all right. I don't know, this one doesn't seem as high quality as the last one. And he's like, well, yeah, I made it in 25 minutes. What do you expect? But yeah, he made I don't remember how many, but it was definitely over 75 episodes of that. I started making PCGs in that era as well, which I had totally forgotten. And I made a video where I showed them. I'd totally forgotten I made all of these, but look at all these games I made when I was a kid. And these are just totally different subjects. A lot of them are based on Batman. Some of them are based on Indiana Jones. Some of them are based on just whatever I was into. Some of them are like Chris's PCGs, based on people I knew in real life, like my dad. But yeah, so that's a little bit about that. So yeah, let me know if you want to. Let's see what else people are saying. Let me know if you want me to follow up on any of the things I said there. So it says, no, the PCG Indiana Jones. Yeah, for real, we do need a reboot on that. Red Chicken says, also, the video's not out yet, but I'm working on something called PCG a Day May. Ooh, where you make a PCG every day for all of May. It could be a 1-page or a 20-page or anything. I'll be working on that this May. Oh, dang. Ooh, that sounds like fun. PCG a Day May. I am interested. I'm interested. I don't know if I'm gonna have the time. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to consistently participate, but yeah, I'll try. I'll definitely. We can definitely make an event page for that in the Discord, and I'll definitely try to participate at the very least if we're doing that. Solo says, Wait, Brainspark. What if we do a PCG Special Community Edition where someone makes one PCG and they pass it to the next person, etc.? Ooh. So like a roundabout? Interesting. What do we mean exactly? Okay, so let's see. Pat Down says, "What the heck? Who is the Zach guy?" Yeah, that is the question I ask myself quite a bit. Red, like a big PCG roundabout. Okay, yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, that'd be cool. Of course, I saw the video. Should we do an impromptu roundabout? Yes. Yeah, impromptu roundabout. What do you expect? I'm not the Flash. Which did the beef ever get resolved? The beef? Oh, you mean with Chris? No, that's why we hate each other to this day. I'm kidding. If you want, you can join PCG a Day May. Heck yeah. day for 30 days is crazy. Good luck. Yeah, it is. It is insane. Though making a 1-page PCG a day, it's not too crazy. Like, I mean, like think of Decad, right? That was like draw a picture a day, right? PCG a day. If you're assuming it's a 1-page PCG and it doesn't have to be good quality, I can do it in like 2 minutes. You know, like it might even be easier in some respects than you know. I mean, like for example, right? Like let's see. Okay, so right. Okay, so this is you. You are a guy, right? And you are here at the top of a building, right? So yeah, this is your building that you're on top of, but you're also really big because I drew you too big, right? And like, yeah, I don't know. There's like a cloud up here, and there's like some buildings in the background, right? And yeah, I don't know. There's like a rope over here, and yeah, what do you do? See how easy it was to make a PCG? That's literally all it takes. So yeah, it's I mean, if it's a thing that you know, not everyone has time to do even that. Like I get that it's hard, but you know, if we could do Decad, I mean, I think this is reasonably possible. But yeah, Lokia will join. We need a Discord channel for that. Fact, yeah, heck yeah. Apple says this is just like those old PCG shorts. Those are fine. Oh heck yeah, yeah. I need to make one of those. I need to find a different spin on it though, because like doing the same thing over and over again, like after a while it does get stale. I need to make some more of them, but I can't just like imitate what I did back then. I have to like find some new spin on it that I can, explore for a while. For 2027, should I make a PCG for all 365 days? What kind of a question is that? Yes, you should make a PCG over all 365 days. Of course you should. I'm not going to say no to that. I grab the rope and climb down. Okay, so you grab the rope and you climb down, but see, the problem is that the rope is not actually attached to anything. So like, you just grab the rope and you try to climb down, but the thing is that you slip and fall and die. Alright, so I jump to the building on the left and jump to the cloud and absorb it to become Cloud Man. Okay, so you jump to the building on the left. Yeah, it looks to me like you would make that. But unfortunately, you reach up and you can feel the cloud above you, but you can't really. You're not absorbing it. You can't really find a way to absorb it. So your quest to become Cloud Man is sort of like is not fully realized as of yet, unfortunately. Zuvak or edits, yeah. Red Chicken says, yeah, of course, dumb question. I need to make one for 365 days and put them in the Discord. Dang straight you do. Yes. Pat 10 says, just as a possibility, if you'd be interested in doing some on-your-feet PCGing this stream, I would definitely be willing to hop on a call and do a short version of a traditional roundabout. Interesting. I guess we could do that. I have nothing against that. What do you guys think? Should I? Maybe I should put that to a vote. Should we turn this into an impromptu roundabout? What do you guys think? No pressure. Just thought I'd put it out there. No, yeah. No, thanks, dude. Yeah. I think it's a cool idea. I think that sounds like fun. Are you guys still saying stuff? Wait, this is top chat, not live chat. Okay, climb to the next building and then jump. All right. You climb to the next building and then jump. All right, you climb to the next building. So this one, right? And then you jump off. Okay, so then you... Oh, you mean you jump up, like to reach the cloud. All right, yeah, you reach the cloud, but you don't really have a way to absorb it, unfortunately. Like your hand, you put it in the cloud, but it doesn't really absorb it. I could join in, but I can't voice chat. That's fine. If you think PCG roundabouts and garlic phone are pretty similar. Gardic phone? What's Gardic phone? Havel says, did you have any other plans? Not really. I don't really have anything to do. I just haven't streamed in forever, so I thought I would. But yeah, all right. Yak, if you want to call me, you are you can feel free to do so. I fly off the building because I suddenly become Superman, unless, unfortunately, that doesn't work. Oh, look, it's Yak calling. Hey, man, how's it going? Can you hear me? Hello? Yeah, so, wait. Yak, if you are talking, I can't hear you. Maybe is the issue my browser? Yeah, I think the issue is my browser. Okay, Yak, I'm gonna hang up, and I am going to get off of Discord on this browser, since I remember back in the day, if I did it in Chrome, then it seemed to work. So let's try it here. Hopefully that is better. I don't know why it would be better, but okay, so okay.
Hello,
Hey,
can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Hello there, Zach. How's it going?
Hello, pretty good. How's it going with you?
I'm doing quite well. It's been a hot minute. I feel like the Paper Computer Games channel has been, fiending for a little streamage. It's nice to see the comeback.
Heck yeah, thanks, dude. It has indeed been fiending for a stream. It feels like it's been forever. I feel like 10 years have passed,
It really does feel like it's been... I feel like PCGs have a certain way of, being timeless, though, It doesn't matter how long it's been. The vibe never changes. It's always the same.
That's true. Even though it's been forever, you get back into it and it feels like no time has passed. It's just... We're just, diving right back into it,
I would like to think that it's it has a never-ending kind of energy that will persist throughout time and space, and I think aliens somewhere out there right now are playing a PCG.
I would like to believe that as well. I hope that is
and maybe one day we'll be able to play one with them. Who's to say, really?
Yeah, right? I'm sure it'll happen eventually. We'll make contact with over. I mean, granted, there's the interstellar distances is an issue, but PCGs.
Well, it's all peanuts in the grand scheme.
True. PCGs. Speaking of peanuts, I mean the peanut patron would find a way around that.
That is true. Peanut patron reference in the year of 2026. That's
indeed.
Haven't heard that name in quite a while.
I know, neither have I. It's weird.
Have you been doing a lot of good progress on the Pokemon Stop game? I hear you've been working on that. How's that been going?
It's been going really good. It is it's mostly done. I've been working on it, not necessarily every single day, but definitely every week. And the programmer has also been working on it consistently, so consistent progress is being made. And, like, it's tempting to say, like, it's 95% done, but I've been saying that for, like, 3 months, and it's still not done. So, like, I don't know, it's just...
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think 95% done isn't, like, untrue. Like, I feel like most projects kind of stagnate at the 95% mark. Like,
Yeah.
I believe that it probably is at that point. But that's where it gets the hardest. That's crunch time right there.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Like, yeah, because, like, pretty much every single screen is done and everything. The game is playable. It is technically beatable, although it's not... the final boss battle is not correct yet. It's not done, but you can play it and beat it. So it technically counts. It's just that, yeah, like you're saying, it's kind of stagnating at that 95% mark, because, like, it's just unbelievable how many things need to get done before a game is releasable, It's like, it's wild.
I bet. I feel like we've tried as a community to really push over to that true computer game mark. We've had a lot of computer games in our day as PCGers, but, like, none I feel like have been as complete as it sounds like Pokemon Stop is going to be, where you can, like, really play and finish the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there have been a lot of stabs at it, and, like, some of them have been really, really cool. One I think of is, like, there was, like, a tutorial bot point and click, which I thought was really fun. I forget who made that. There's tons of really good games have been made. But yeah, you're right. This is probably going to be the biggest and the most complete. And, like, it's not going to be as big as, like, an actual Pokemon game, but it's like it's bigger than anything we've done as a community, right? It's like you still have to go get the gym badges and then go and fight the final boss, and and there's Pokemon that can be caught and leveled up and evolved, and the whole shebang.
Right. So, I mean, what you're saying is it is as good, if not better, than a real Pokemon game, is what I'm hearing. Basically, it's going to be the best game of all time.
Yes, that is a fair representation of what I said.
I mean, I don't know how much of this is, like, personal or how much you want to talk about it on stream, but I know that in some of your videos you've been saying, like, life was a little crazy and keeping you away from PCGs, and I was like, just while I have you on the line, I just wanted to see how things are going and if, like, things are getting less insane for you.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, things are getting a little less insane. I'm happy to talk about it. I don't want to, like, sort of, bog people, like, folks in the audience down too much, so stop me if I get a bit dour. But yeah, it was sort of like back in September, my dad died, so that was sort of what was that was one thing that was taking me out of it. That plus, having a full-time job and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, that was sort of what it was. But yeah, things have been getting a lot less insane. I mean, that was sort of like as you can imagine, a difficult time. But like, life goes on. You deal with it the best you can. You keep living. What are you gonna do, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't mean to bring it up. I didn't know that was something that had happened. I'm really sorry for your loss.
Thanks, man.
I'm sure.
Worries.
Yeah, that's a big change for sure.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, and I honestly, like, sort of felt a little bad that I didn't really, like, like maybe I should, like, eulogize him in the PCG community, because he made all those Perfect One comics, and so he was part of this a little bit, and, like, I was sort of thinking maybe I should say something about it, but then I was like, I don't know, but what's the point in, like, bringing down the mood, like, why not? Right. Like, if I'm gonna come talk to the PCG people, let's focus on creating new stuff, you know what I mean?
Right. I mean, and it's a very personal thing. Like, it's not. I mean, I feel like you definitely need to take time and, work through it yourself. I think before like talking about it to the community. I mean, for me, that's how I feel like I would approach the issue.
Yeah.
So I don't blame you, but I feel like it is like there is kind of something to be said about the fact that like some part of him and his work is immortalized in the PCG universe, which is kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Like he'll kind of never die because the universe will like continue living.
Yeah.
And like be this kind of living thing that will incorporate what he had added to it. So I think that's kind of cool in a way.
Yeah, that is really cool. It's really great, and I'm glad that I was able to publish that. Let's see if I have it here. This book of this whole perfect one here. Let me make my screen bigger. This perfect one book of his comics and whatnot. And that's just like available forever. I still can publish more of these, but it's great that I was able to get this one out while he was alive, and he was able to see it and read it and enjoy it. I feel really good about it, and exactly like you're saying, that this is sort of immortalized. It's like here forever, and people in the community can build on the stuff from the Perfect One comics forever, which is pretty great.
Yeah, that is really sweet that you were able to get that published. That's awesome. I feel like the kind of one of the main draws I think of PCGs is like the wide accessibility and like the lack of, I don't know, I feel like it's approached in such a way that is not very scary as opposed to other mediums. And I think like because of that, it can be super cool to see it like manifest itself into like bigger works, like a book or like like the PCG chronology book or the Epic Underworld books that he made. Like it's always cool to see those come out. So. Those are really cool. I speaking of which, I still do want to make another PCG chronology, but the problem is like, it's just how am I going to do that on top of all the other projects, right? That I want to do. I mean, you seem to like have this thing where you always like want to put more and more on your plate, which I feel like I feel like that's the kind of creative mindset of like, I have the ability to do this. Like I know it's possible, but just a lot of time, just because it's possible doesn't mean you should. You kind of have to sit back and be like, what is the best use of my time? And like, what will be the most fulfilling?
Yeah, absolutely. It is kind of frustrating. But you are right. I do that. I can't stop having ideas for stuff I really want to do. But it's like, if I do everything, then I'm not going to have time to do anything, right? So I'm like trying to really buckle down and like actually finish Pokemon Stop. Then after that, I'm going to try and finish I'm not either the Lives of Ginkis or that Tutorial Bot movie, which was supposed to come out in the summer, but honestly, my dad dying, that was really what interrupted that. Because towards the end of the summer, that was when I was really making a push to finish that movie by the end of the summer, and obviously that didn't happen because then I got COVID, and then my dad died. And, so that was like the 1-2 punch right there, and I was like, this movie ain't getting made anytime soon. I still want to finish the movie, but obviously it didn't happen last summer. So, but how did I get onto that?
Right. Well, I mean, I feel like the promise of the trailer was never really taken fully seriously by anyone. So just the prospect that it is actually being made is exciting in and of itself, whether or not it came out, when advertised.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah. We have already filmed a bunch of scenes for it, and it is going to be fun when it finally comes out. It's definitely different than the previous Tutorial Bot movie I made years ago. First and foremost, because there's more than one actor in it, Right. That's exciting. Yeah. There was even a possibility, I'm not sure if this is actually going to happen or not, but at one point, Salman said he would, drive by New Jersey and, like, come see one of my planetarium shows. And I was like, oh my God, if you come visit New Jersey, you're definitely filming a scene for the Tutorial Bot movie, right? And,
that would be super sick.
I know. But yeah, real fast, I want to answer a question in chat. Red Chicken said, asked if the Pokemon Stop game will be for Mac also, and I think the answer is yes. Because in theory it should work on both. I'm not sure how that's gonna. I mean, I'll know 100% for sure once I start actually publishing the game. But my understanding is I should be able to put out versions for both. And we tried it on Chris's piece, Chris's Mac. He has a Mac, and it worked okay there. But there was something, the graphics weren't displaying correctly on his Mac. Apparently that was because there was a setting that's different on both. So I fixed that, so now it looks better on Macs in theory, but we'll see when we actually publish it. So yeah,
exciting stuff.
Yeah.
All right, while we've been chatting, I've been making a little screen to start off our roundabout here.
Alrighty.
I've got something in the works. Let me tell you that something is most certainly in the works in the MS Paint application.
Heck yeah.
Whether or not it's a good something, that's up to the interpretation of the audience. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder, as they say. I'm going to toss it a little bit of something your way here, if I can save it out, if it will let me. I'm going to call it. Hang on, where am I going to save this to? I'm going to save this to fuck. Oh, shit. Sorry.
It's okay.
Forgot we were streaming for a second there.
It's a live stream. It's okay. It's not like a pre-edited video or whatever.
Okay, I'm sending it your way as of soon. As of soon, whenever I find it in my files, here it is.
Okay.
Oh wait, actually, I'm gonna tell you the setup and everything.
Okay.
Get you an understanding of what it is you're looking at here. So you're thinking, what is it here that I'm seeing? We got a pumpkin, we got a guy. I'm gonna lay it all out on the table. Basically, you're just a guy, right? You're just this dude. Your name is Nathaniel.
Okay.
And you, Nathaniel, this guy here on the left, big face, covering up the vast majority of the screen, you have been just taking your leisurely stroll. You're a guy who likes to take walks every once in a while, just so you cool off. You were on your lunch break at your job. You work at a fast food place. And you're getting a little heated. One of the customers said it got you all riled up. So you had to step outside and just take a walk. You were like, I'm sorry, I just need to take a second and cool off, as a human being may well need to do. On this cool off, you start strolling, you start scrolling on your phone, that is, and you're just kind of not really paying attention to what's going on around you, trying to experience the sweet release of the TikTok For You page, as it were, and upon getting a couple blocks down on your stroll, out of nowhere your phone's just snatched out of your hand, and you're like, whoa, what's going on? What just happened? My phone just got taken away, just taken from my grasp. And you look over to see none other than a gnome who goes, and he scurries behind this random pumpkin that's on the lawn of some house for some reason, and he's hiding behind it. What do you do?
Wow. I'll say, excuse me, sir. I seem to have misplaced my phone. Do you happen to have it? Oh,
I'm getting I'm getting I think an echo on my mic on the stream.
Oh shoot. Oh, let me that's my fault. I should put in headphones. I always forgot to do that. So I guess that's like a Zach stream tradition. I apologize.
Yeah, it's a classic Zach blunder. It's no worries.
Wish I'd realized like sooner though, because then because you've been echoing this whole time, presumably.
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
Shoot.
With an echo. Yeah, go ahead.
I just realized that I stopped talking and then hadn't put the headphones in yet, so I didn't hear what you just said.
Okay. I was just gonna say the thing with an echo is like it separates the fakes from the real ones. You know, it's like it's like a little barrier of entry that's like, if you're a true fan, you'll sit through the echo, you'll watch the stream VOD anyway. And if you're if you're not all that into PCGs, it'll turn you away. It really creates this little tight-knit group of VOD watchers like myself who will sit through the echo, which I have done many a time.
That's true. I like this analysis. I cannot dispute this logic. Alrighty.
Okay, so we're back here in this game. You were like walking down the sidewalk, right? This gnome stole your phone, and he's kind of laughing at you. What do you say to him?
Excuse me, sir. May I please have my phone back? I believe you have my phone.
So this gnome is like, I don't know if he's laughing at you. I don't know what he's finding funny, but he's got a real giggle to him. And he's like sitting there like he's just heard like a really funny joke and he's trying to hold it in. He's like got his hand up to his mouth. He's like shaking just out of how joyous his experience has been from this laughter. And he's going, I mean, like a little gnome laugh. It probably sounds something like that. But he's like, oh, you want your phone now, do you? Well, if you want your phone, you're going to have to go through me.
Okay, I could do that, but could you please just give it back to me instead?
He goes, well, of course I could give it back to you, but that wouldn't be any fun now, would it?
Ooh, I'll say, so, what do you have in mind instead?
Well, I like to play a little game. I own this sidewalk. I don't know if you knew that, but this is actually my domain. And you look around for a second. You're like, what is this guy talking about? This is his domain? And you look at the street sign, and the street is called Gnome Street. And you're like, what is happening? Like, you've walked this street before. It wasn't called Gnome Street like yesterday when you were here. You're like, why has the sign suddenly changed? And it's kind of weird, but you're like, all right, I mean, I guess this is his domain. He's like, I roam this sidewalk looking for people who are begging for their phones to be stolen. The phone is an item of great value to the modern man. I dream of separating the man and the phone and creating a society that no longer runs on technology. I would like for you to prove to me that you are capable of surviving without this device.
And how can I prove that?
Well, that's not for me to decide. I am merely a judge of character. I cannot tell you what to do. Do you think me some kind of tutorial bot?
I guess not, but if you're a judge of character, how do you judge your own character?
Whoa, that's existential. That's deep. He hears this and he's a little freaked out. He's never thought about that before. He goes, well, my own character? Why would I judge my... No. You don't understand how this works. This is Gnome Street. You have wandered onto the territory of the gnomes. I am the only gnome here, but that does not change my point. I own this street,
And I would like you to prove to me that you're worthy of this phone, which now belongs to me because it stepped onto my property, aka Gnome Street.
Yes, I understand that bit. Wait, who do you own this? According to who do you own this street? Did you buy it from someone? Did the government grant it to you?
Well, upon finding myself in this city, I was looking for a new place to reside. You know, a little bit of a new home of sorts. I was trying to restart my life. You know, I had a real tough time back in Gnome City, and I just wanted to, you know, get a real new kick in the pants, a new shot at life. So I came here to Chicago, and I talked to the mayor, and I told him, you know, I'd really like to have a street of my own. And the mayor, being a big Gnome fan, of course, he said, why, I'll give you this street. And that's pretty much how it came about.
The mayor said that?
He did, yes, he did. I mean, I can, you can ask him yourself if you'd like, but I don't know, he's probably busy right now.
Can I see the deed?
We gnomes don't, you know, we don't worry about physical possessions. We don't need any kinds of deeds or physical indications of transfers of property. We have a firm system by which we conduct negotiations. You may not have heard of it. It is a gnome tradition, the handshake.
The handshake. So how do I know that you actually shook the mayor's hand and that you're not just making this up?
Well, if you were a gnome yourself, and you lived in accordance with the land, connected with all of its creatures, you would have access to the neural network that allowed you to see that I shook the mayor's hand.
But I'm not a gnome, so I don't have access to that. So basically what you're saying is you have no way to back up your claim to this area.
Well, I think that you just are not understanding the jurisdiction of Gnome Street. There are clear laws that are laid out here, and if you do not abide by them, then you are going strictly against the nature of Gnome Street.
Can I see the law book?
Well, the laws are more of a verbal tradition than a written, firm document. I can tell you what the rules are if you'd like.
Alright, what are the rules?
Okay, the first rule of Gnome Street is that you have to listen to me, the gnome. The second rule of Gnome Street is that you have to abide by rule number 1.
And I imagine those rules are made by you.
Oh, very astute, are you?
Well, alright, maybe. So if I were to go get the mayor, because he owns the whole city, right? Which includes this street.
Yes.
So if I were to go get the mayor and have him tell you have to give the phone back, you would have to do it?
Well, I think technically the mayor owns the city, yes. And if he were to say that I have to give the phone back, then I would be legally obligated under the rules of Chicago to give you the phone back. That is true.
Oh shoot, we're in Chicago. Alright, well maybe I'll do that. But first I'm gonna go collect this pumpkin. And I'll go pick up the pumpkin.
You pick up the pumpkin, and he's trying to hold it down, but obviously he's a gnome, he has no strength whatsoever. So he's kind of grasping onto the side, and you easily pick it up with his weight. It changes nothing about the ease of which you pick it up. In fact, it might even be lighter somehow with him trying to pull it down. And his legs are kind of flailing. He looks like a little a little kid holding on to a play structure. He's flailing about, and he's like, hey, stop that! This is my pumpkin. You cannot take my pumpkin.
Why not? You took my phone.
Yes, because it is my street. When you get your own street, you can take whatever you want, but for now, you're living under my rules.
Yeah, well, your rules said nothing about lifting your pumpkin, so, I did it. You know what else your rules never said anything about? Smashing your pumpkin.
You would not do such a thing. You would never smash the pumpkin. This is the sacred pumpkin. This is my only last remaining pumpkin. I grew these pumpkins so that I could make pumpkin pie my favorite dish, and I came here with the intent of starting my own pumpkin pie bakery. We exclusively sell pumpkin pie.
You're right. I would never smash the pumpkin if you give back my phone, that is.
Okay, you seem to be under the impression that you can bargain with the gnome rather than complying with my requests. That you are sorely mistaken if you believe that, dear sir. I will not be playing around with you any longer.
And he like snaps his fingers, and the pumpkin like disappears into sparkles, and he falls back onto the ground, and he goes, "Oh!" as he falls, just a little grunt.
Like, can I see where my phone is? Like, is he holding it?
Your phone's like nowhere to be seen. You have no idea where it went. It's like, I don't know, it's gone.
Okay, so can I pick him up?
So you go to pick him up, and he's like, he looks very startled. He's like very surprised that you would even try such a thing. Like, no one's ever done this before. And he snaps his fingers really fast, almost like distressed. He's like, no, I'm not gonna let this guy pick me up. He snaps his fingers, and when you try to pick him up, your hand just like goes right through him.
I see. Okay, so I'm gonna say save game to back before I lifted the pumpkin.
Okay, you're back to before you lifted the pumpkin.
Alright, let's see. And that's just, like, the lawn that it's on? There's no, like, bushes there or anything?
Yeah, so the lawn, it's like got a few twigs in there, you know, there's like ants crawling around. There's like a couple bushes closer to the house. That like there's a house behind the gnome that he's standing in front of that this lawn belongs to, and there's like a couple bushes in front of it, but nothing else of note.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pick up the pumpkin, and before he can do anything, I'm gonna smash it.
Okay, you pick up the pumpkin and like smash it really fast before he can snap his fingers, and he has a shocked expression on his face. He's like,
"Oh, you think you can smash my pumpkin and get away with it? Well, now you will never be getting your phone back. Good day."
And he snaps his fingers and disappears.
Oh, dang it. Okay, save game to before I did that. Wait, before I do, was there anything inside the pumpkin?
Inside the pumpkin, when you smash it, it like kind of crumbles and bursts open, and you see this like weird gooey substance. It's like filled with these little tiny like pebbles. I don't know. They kind of look like maybe seeds, and the inside's kind of like gooey, like I don't know, like the inside of a pumpkin kind of.
All right. So just ordinary. Okay. All right. Save game. I will say to the gnome, like, well, if this is your street, then what's that guy doing over there? And I'll point to behind him. And my plan is that if he looks over his shoulder, I'll quickly, like, run over and grab his hands to stop his fingers from snapping.
Okay, he looks over his shoulder, and you quickly run up and grab his hands while he's not looking, and he just like sits there, like staring at you, like a very stern expression, like he's trying to tell you like this is unacceptable. But he's just kind of sitting there. He doesn't really say or do anything other than give you this look.
I'll say, sir, if you disapprove of my actions, I don't think that's fair, considering that you stole my phone.
Okay, well, if you have something wrong or if you have issues with the administration of Gnome Street, then you can take it up with the board of directors.
Where's the board of directors?
He
He says, if you put me down, I can introduce you to the board of directors.
All right, fine. I'll put him down.
Okay, you put him down, and he snaps his fingers, and he turns into like 5 different versions of himself, and he's like,
"Oh, you are. Who are you? You're here to see the board of directors?"
That's right. I'm Nathaniel. I'm here to see the board of directors.
He says, "Yes, we are the board of directors."
All right. I have a problem, which is that the gnome, which looks just like you guys, appears to have stolen my phone, and I don't find that to be legitimate. I think that is against the laws of this city, which is Chicago, I'm told, and and I would like to get my phone back.
he says,
Yes, I see. Okay. Well,
they kind of huddle up and deliberate for a second, and like they're all him. Like it's very clear that this is just him in like different like iterations. Like it's just him 5 times, and they're kind of colluding for some reason, even though that they have the same brain. Like you're a little confused. Like why would they have to talk about it? And then they turn around slowly and like,
okay, we have come to a decision. Your request to get your phone back has been denied.
Ah! On what grounds?
On the grounds of rule number 1 of Gnome Street. Listen to me.
I see.
"Hi, King Froggy. Welcome to the chat."
Oh, Froggy's here? Oh, my chat's not updating. Let me.
I see Froggy. I see King Froggy first, the one and only viewer of the Pat Dandros channel. Once you know it.
Really? Wait, Pat Dandros channel doesn't have, has only 1 viewer?
Well, I mean, like, pretty much, yeah. Like the only guy I can count on, King Froggy. He's always there to back me up, you know.
That sucks, but that's awesome that Froggy's so reliable.
Yeah, I mean we're on the climb, you know. It's a slow climb that requires dedication and persistence. True. And if you can't persist in the face of the singular viewer mark, then then you're just not cut out for 2 viewers. You know, you got to make it past 1 to get to 2.
I certainly know that feeling. Yes, yes, very true. All right.
Okay. Habelsgren said, "I was a viewer, but it fell off after Horizon Zero Dawn." Habel, Horizon Zero Dawn was the worst series that I've ever done on my channel, and the worst set of streams. I was streaming in like 720p with like a 360p PlayStation Network projection onto my laptop with like 50 millisecond latency. Like, Habelsgrunts, this is not good quality content. I don't think you understand what content is. If you just take a singular peek at the new videos, you'd really understand where we're going, where we're headed with this thing. But I mean, you're a bit of a hater, so I understand where your perspective is, but Horizon Zero Dawn was so awesome. Dude, it was not... King gets it, bro. It was really bad. I mean, there were some moments. You know, it had its moments. I've been rewatching the old Horizon Zero Dawn videos. There was one moment where I did an impression of a cat That was a pretty good moment. But you know, it really peaked there and fell off ever since. Sorry, I'm kind of taking over the stream, but I'm chat is
like they're heckling you. You have to. I've been wondering what's going on with your channel because like I haven't seen any stream. Well, okay, actually, to be fair, this is really my fault because I haven't really signed into YouTube on my PCG channel, which is the one where I used to watch you on. So that's probably the cause of me not seeing any live streams from you.
No worries, I don't blame you. We have not been live streaming. And the last stream was 5 months ago.
Oh, really?
We've pivoted since to just pre-recorded content.
Really?
By we, I mean me. It's a team of one. But we're figuring it out over here. I can't really do a lot of streaming as of right now because my as my dedicated viewers will know, my setup right now is in the garage. And there's like a water heater that is constantly making these clicking noises right next to me, and it like ruins stream audio. So I kind of just have to record when it's not clicking. That's kind of where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I hear that. That sounds like it would be an issue. Oh no, Habel says, okay, I'm literally trying to support you and you're calling me a hater? This is why you have one viewer.
Okay. Well, Apple Thrones, there's a reason why I am calling you a hater. It's because you hate. If you stopped hating, then I wouldn't call you a hater. But there's a fine line between hater and fan, and you've crossed it. And hey, I'm not saying it's bad to be a hater. I love the haters. Bring them on, man. I'm happy to have a couple haters in my corner. But if you're upset about being called a hater, then don't be a hater. I mean, it's as simple as that. He has an exposed gas canister next to him and works on a bench press. Okay, you have to see the photo image to truly understand what he's talking about.
Oh, jeez.
There's a photograph here that you can. Hang on, I don't actually have it on downloaded, so I'm just gonna like screenshot it from the YouTube video in which I showed it. Screenshot, and then I'm gonna send it into Discord. I'm narrating my actions because I'm very slow, so I just want you to know progress is being made.
Excellent.
Okay, it should be sent.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, the exposed gas canister. I see what you're talking about.
It's a pretty good setup. I mean, like, this one, I would say, like, total setup cost, it was like $5 million.
Oh, dang. Yeah, I can see it. I can tell, you know. We really
invested in the set pieces this time around. We wanted to make sure that we had like a real environment, good props, just to make the stream feel lively.
Yeah, those cardboard boxes don't come cheap.
Yeah, they'll run you a couple cents, you know.
Yeah,
Cents add up.
They sure do.
Brad Chicken says, I'm going on a vacation starting tomorrow, so won't be able to work on much PCG stuff, but might be able to work on a bit of PCG special. I hope your vacation goes well, Rad Chickens, and I will be excited to see whatever it is you do end up making.
Yeah, same here. But that'll give me, like, I think you, like, didn't you just release another video? So I haven't had a chance to check that out yet, so that'll give me a chance to check that out. And maybe make a PCG news about it, and whatever else other folks made. But yeah, enjoy your vacation. Habel's asking you, how are things at home?
Habel's Crones, I'm like very scared to tell you any information about my life because as a hater, you're gonna use it against me. And yes, I love the haters, but I'm gonna feed the fire. No, I'll let them sit, respect them where they're at. But the haters gonna hate, the haters gonna be the haters, and I'm just gonna let it happen. And King, by the way, this is actually not a new photo. I'm kind of being facetious. I'm not sitting at this setup right now. I actually got one of those fold out tables. That's very old. It's actually probably equally as bad as a bench because it's like falling apart, and if I lean on it, it cracks under like a slightest bit of weight.
Dang.
So it's like it's got its ups and downs. At least it's a little higher, so we don't have to scrunch over. But the setup has definitely upgraded. I would say we're making strides.
We getting there. Heck yeah.
You have no haters. You literally just bully everyone until you leave. I don't do it on purpose, but I do indeed do that. That is something I do. And you know what? If you're not willing to stick around through the bullying, maybe we're not the right fit. You know, we kind of have, some people have like a love-hate relationship. We kind of have more of a hate-hate relationship, me and my audience.
Yeah, I mean, you know, gotta cultivate the right kind of audience, I guess.
Precisely. That's where my head's at.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Sorry, we got mega distracted, but
yeah.
I feel like I kind of ruined the stream because as soon as we start playing the game, no one's chatting, and then as soon as we stop playing the game, everyone gets engaged. So I don't know what's the right move. Like I really couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but this is like a historical problem. Like anytime I'm playing a PCG on a stream, it just never works because it kills the. I think it's just like audience engagement, right? Like, because like people aren't like being engaged as much. They feel like what they're saying doesn't matter, and then they check out. But it's like I have to choose between engaging with the audience and like playing the PCG, and I always end up choosing play the PCG because it's like once I start playing a PCG, it's like it's fun, you know, and I want to find out what happens next.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the audience is still like there. They're just kind of like watching. Like they're not chatting because they're interested in what's happening, and there's no like, we're not asking them questions or responding to what they're saying. So it's not an open conversation. It's just I'm here. I'm a viewer, and I feel like as a streamer that just feels like it feels bad to have no chats. I can say that from my experience. Yeah,
and it is also like I can't like directly see how many people are like watching. I think, well, in theory, I can see how many people are there, but it isn't really reliable, I don't think. And if they don't talk, it feels like they're not there, even if they are, you know?
Yeah. I feel like I can see where you're coming from. Okay, should we try and jump back into the game and finish this screen? It's a single screen, and it's taken like hours on hours. We've been here forever. This is like a whole D&D campaign.
Yeah, it is a whole D&D campaign. Yes, let's finish it.
Okay, so you had just finished talking to the board of directors, which was the same no multiplied 5 times, and you've been denied your request to get your phone back.
Okay, question. Are his eyebrows 2 different colors, like, in universe, or is that just, like, a drawing error?
As a professional artist who never makes mistakes, I'm going to say on this one. His eyebrows are, in fact, 2 different colors in universe.
Okay, so then that being the case, I'm going to go, like, be like, hey, dude, so, what's with the eyebrows? How come one eyebrow is a different color?
He's like, oh crap, I totally forgot his voice. I have no idea what he sounds like. He's like,
well, the eyebrows are a genetic thing. I inherited it from my mother, who inherited it from her father. And it's kind of a mark of our family.
Oh, I see. I'm skeptical of this story. What was your mother's name? How do I even know you had a mother?
I wouldn't be here if I didn't have a mother.
I don't know. You seem to be able to, like, replicate yourself. Maybe you could.
Maybe if I was a clone? Do I look like a clone of my mother to you?
I don't know. What does your mother look like?
Well, she looks nothing like... Okay, maybe she looks a little like me. She has the eyebrow thing, but she does... Otherwise, she looks completely different.
By the way, I don't believe we've properly met. What is your name?
Oh, my name? Well, people around here in the big cargo just call me Gnome.
So, your name is the same as your species?
No, it's not my real name. It's obviously a nickname, right? You ever had a nickname? No, you've never had friends to call you a nickname by, I presume, so I'm sure you're unfamiliar with it, but a nickname is something that people give you so that they can call you something different than your real name. It's like a friendly thing among friends, you know? But my real name is King.
King.
Yeah. His name's King.
Huh. Wait, that's not like... Wait, okay. So your name is King, but people call you Gnome as a nickname. That's like...
Yeah, what?
Okay, so first of all, number one, why are you named King? Are you an actual king?
Okay, have you ever played the game Subway Surfers?
A little bit.
Well, my parents were real big fans of the game Subway Surfers. There's a character, an unlockable character in the game Subway Surfers, who wears a crown, and his name is King. That's where the name comes from, so not a king, but it is my name.
So you're named after a character in a mobile game?
I am indeed named after a character in a mobile game, but not just any mobile game, the mobile game Subway Surfers.
Okay. That's an interesting choice. Fair enough. Now I have to know where'd the nickname Gnome come from? Like, there's got to be a story behind that one.
Okay, the nickname Gnome, it's a real long story. You really hit the nail on the head here. Some guy, he walked down Gnome Street and he said, "Hey, look, it's a gnome." That's it.
And I don't know if that's a nickname. I think he was just calling you by your species.
Okay, you obviously don't have friends, so you don't know what it's like when somebody gives you a nickname. And I understand it's a little hard for you to grasp this concept, but it is a nickname. Okay, that guy comes down here all the time. He says, "Hi, what's up, gnome? Hey, how's it going, gnome?" We're kind of buds. We could be called buds.
Wait, Gnome. You don't have friends, do you? Look, man, it's okay. There's no shame in it, it's lonely out here, on this random street of Chicago.
It's been really hard out here. I moved away from Gnome City thinking this would be my big break. Chicago, the land of bakeries. That's what they said. That's what my mom always said to me when I was a young gnome, and I came out here searching for success. I really thought that I'd make it in the world. And I haven't met anybody. I haven't sold a single pumpkin pie. It's really hard.
Is that what you were trying to do? Is you were trying to sell pumpkin pies?
Yes, I am a pumpkin pie baker, so I would love to sell pumpkin pies. I haven't gotten any success on that front yet, but I'm hopeful.
How much you selling them for?
I'm selling the pumpkin pies for you know what? I haven't actually thought about a price. Maybe Wait, do you have to tell people that you're selling something in order for them to buy it? Is that a thing that you have to do?
Yeah, man. Actually, yes. That is a thing. If you want to sell pumpkin pies, you should start by, well, number one, you got to make the pumpkin pie, and then number two, you got to put up a sign saying pumpkin pies, and you put the price on it, right? So, for example, if the price was $2, you would say pumpkin pie $2. And then people, as they're walking by, would see it, and they would be like, "Oh, I could go for a pumpkin pie," and they would know that they have $2, so that then they could give it to you if they wanted the pie.
Oh, wow! That's actually a really good idea. Are you a business major or something? How'd you come up with this?
I just been around, man. I seen how shops operate. Listen, dude. You seem like an okay guy, but listen, I think what you need is, maybe to have a friend, someone to hang out with and give you tips on how to sell pumpkin pies, and maybe you can show me the ways of the gnomes.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? That would be really nice. Man, I'm sorry about the whole phone thing. I just kind of miss Gnome City, and back in Gnome City, nobody ever used a phone. We never had electricity. We ran off of the power of love. So it's really a big change for me. And you know what? Just have your phone back.
And he hands you the phone.
Aw, I'll take it. Thanks so much, dude. Listen, that's big of you. I totally get where you were coming from. Like, thank you for giving the phone back. I appreciate that. And yeah, I'm gonna try and stop by here on my way back from work every time. And yeah, we'll hang out. We'll chat about stuff.
Okay. And you like look at your phone that he's given you. You're like proud. You're like, yes, I bested this guy. I don't know if you have intentions to actually come back or if you were being facetious. I mean, I don't know what kind of guy you are, but you're like, yes, I won the phone back. And you try to turn it on, and then it like turns into sparkles and disappears in your hand. And he goes, ah! And you like he's slapping his knee. He is getting a kick out of this one. And then he's like, ah. I was just kidding around. Here's your real phone, and he hands you the real phone.
Oh, heck yeah. King. Well, that was nice. Who knew I did not expect that I was going to be able to solve this through empathy.
I didn't expect that either. I had an expectation of what you were gonna do, and that was not it. Not in the slightest. You never really see like W emotional intelligence in PCGs. It's usually like combat and killing and taking lives. So that's a nice change of pace.
That's true. That is true. What did you expect? Did you have like a planned solution?
I don't know. I thought you were just gonna like do a handstand or something and be like, "Here, see, I don't need the phone. I can do cool stuff."
Oh, and that would have worked.
Well, I mean, who's really to say? I mean, I don't think you could have done a handstand. Like, I think your background is not in gymnastics. It would have been hard. It would have been tough for you. But you would have found a way, I'm sure.
That's true. I can do a cartwheel in real life, even though my background is not in gymnastics.
Oh, okay. We love a good cartwheel, King.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do a cartwheel. I used to, definitely. Like when I was younger, it was very much not a big challenge. I was like, yeah, easy cartwheel. Nowadays, I think if I tried to do a cartwheel, it'd probably be fatal.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, it gets harder.
And I still got my youth. I'm still spry, and yet it's rough. The main crux of the issue is probably that I spend 24 hours a day in the garage recording videos of me drawing on MS Paint. That probably contributes negatively to my muscle development, but here we are. Yeah,
yes, indeed. It probably doesn't seem the greatest for that, but yeah. But I must say though, it certainly pays off. Like, this looks really cool. I couldn't have drawn something like that in MS Paint.
Thank you, I appreciate it. The real secret to MS Paint is the opacity. Like, I was really, really, really a huge MS Paint user as a youngin'. Mm-hmm. I remember, like, I have a vivid memory. My memory is really bad, and I remember very, very few things about, like, anything that's ever happened to me in my entire life. Like, I can't remember yesterday, but I have a vivid memory of, like, my dad, like, pulling up, like, the old version of MS Paint on like the old version of Windows on his laptop and showing it to me and like showing me like the shape tool, and I was like there for the rest of the day. Like, that captivated me. I was hooked.
Heck yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I don't know if I'm definitely showing my age here, but when I was a kid, it was legit like Windows 3.1, and I like back then it wasn't called MS Paint, it was called MS Paintbrush. Like,
whoa.
Yeah. I used to play around on it quite a bit. I never got good with it though. I just made stuff.
Oh no, I never got good with it either. I think the beauty of MS Paint is similar to the beauty of PCGs, and that is just like low barrier to entry, just like hop in and do it.
Yeah.
And it's like it doesn't pretend to be a professional program, and it doesn't have professional tools. It's just like, hey, you want to like play around and like make colors, just go for it, do it.
Heck yeah. Yeah, 100%. And yeah, it's despite that, it's impressive how much coolness you can make with it.
It is. It's pretty awesome.
So apparently they're saying that, or they said a while ago, that King is going to be a PCG character now. Rad Chicken's going to add him in the PCG special.
That's good. I mean, hey, I haven't brushed up on my PCG lore in like a hot minute, so I don't know anything about gnomes, and I just kind of felt like adding a gnome into the PCG. Like, I don't know what gnomes are actually like in the PCG universe. I completely forget. I don't know if they have magic powers. I don't know if they could do the snap thing, but I was like, this guy can. This guy's different. Yeah. He's built different.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure there's different kinds of gnomes throughout the PCG saga. I feel like there was the whole gnome saga thing, and I think like one or two of them were in magical. I don't think the main character really was, but you know, like, hey man, it's like it's a whole species. They can be different, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's always variation. Like, there are humans in the PCG universe who can do weird stuff. So
yeah,
only fitting that there are gnomes in the PCG universe who can do weird stuff.
True. And I mean, like, for all we know, there might not be just one group of gnomes. You know, there's a whole multiverse out there, right? Like, they could come from an alternate dimension for all we know. You know.
Whoa, you're getting a little too deep in there. That's crazy to think about. I can't wrap my head around all that.
Yeah, man, that's true. It's what I do. It's I you know, just like that sticker you made of me like digging with my mining tool. I'm always like digging down deep into the lore.
Oh yeah. The PCG lore expeditioner, they call you. I've heard on the street of Chicago.
Yes.
Gnome Street specifically.
True dat.
So I mean, that's like a little first screen of something. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would encourage you or the audience, you know, make a second iteration of the PCG Roundabout thing, if you feel the need. You know, this could go on for 0 more screens. This could go on for 60 more screens. Who's to say, really?
All right, let's see what we can do. Well, my MS Paint skills are not as good as your... Well, as you can see. But we can see what we can do. Let's save this one as a JPEG in... I don't know, like... Whoa, okay. Random PCG... I'm just gonna save that, and then not know what it was about when I find it years later.
Perfect. That's the way I do stuff usually.
All right. So,
have any of you in the audience ever been to Chicago? Because I know nothing about Chicago. I know, you know, there's improv in Chicago. That's a thing that happens. There's like music in Chicago. I don't know what else they do over there. Like, what's going on? What's popping in Chicago? Is there really a Gnome Street? Let me know. If anyone's ever been there, I really would be interested to hear about the shenaniganry that goes on over there, bro.
Oh, man. Yeah, I have not been to Chicago, so I don't know. Froggy says the only state I've been to is Michigan. I haven't been to Michigan. Well, then again, I have been to Illinois. Why wouldn't I have gone to Chicago? I must have gone to Chicago at some point. Wait, Chicago's in Illinois, right? Am I crazy?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, good. Wait, yes, indeed, I'm crazy, or yes, indeed, it's in Illinois?
It is in Illinois, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe we're both crazy. I don't know.
All right. Well, let's actually find out. Gnome Street. Huh. Nothing immediately comes up for Gnome Street, Chicago.
Well, I mean, it's underground. It's like it's secret only for those in the know. So they wouldn't put it up on the big search engines. You got to go to like Yahoo Answers or something to find it.
All right. I guess in that case, I'll let the gnomes stay anonymous. I don't want to, interfere with, too much in their secret lives. But let's see, what do I got? What are my requirements for this? Do I have to use one of the characters from your game, am I just doing whatever?
Well, I mean, I think I like the broad idea of it can be using characters, it can be using a color from it, it can be using a background. I like the idea of literally anything, the small, you can use a singular pixel from the last screen as long as you incorporate something. I think that's a fun idea.
Oh, I like that. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Is that the gnome's magic is a little bit contagious, so things that are near the gnome can become a little bit magified, and so that is how let's try that again. That's how the pumpkin got all gigantic and turned into a whoops. Let's see what we got. Dang it. Gotta close that. Oh, but that's the wrong color.
MS Paint, the trials and tribulations, it really puts you through the ringer.
They sure do. Okay, so that is why the pumpkin... Wait, this should be a green color. There we go. And this will be... All right, you know what? Forget that. We're just scribbling. Yeah, there we go. That's the color of the top of the thing. Now, here's the thing, right?
Perfect.
So, we got hold on, can I do all right, these are our buildings, right? This is the cityscape, right? And the thing is that this pumpkin has turned into an angry UFO. So it's now shooting laser beams at the city. So that's making everything wait, whoops. I did not want the trials and tribulations of MS Paint indeed. All right, let's try that one more time. Then we'll switch to pencil and then switch to orange, because this is causing fires everywhere. And also the sky is blue.
That's subversive. A blue sky, you don't see that every day.
That's true. It's very unexpected, right? I like to challenge tropes.
I mean, if I looked up and saw blue sky, I'd be worried. I'd be scared.
Yeah, right.
Frightened even.
Yeah, it is. That would be concerning. Okay, so that's the deal. Actually, I don't like how that looks. I'm going to make it a purple sky. It's kind of a... Okay, there we go. So that's the deal, right? the pumpkin is like shooting at the city, but there's only one man who can stop it, and that's this guy right over here, whose name is John Bighead. Okay, so you're John Bighead.
I like utilizing the text tool. That's very interesting. I wouldn't even consider to do that. This is changing the game here.
Yeah, it just blew your mind right now. Oh man. Yeah. So wait, who's playing this? Are you playing this, or is somebody else in the audience gonna call in and play this? How does this work?
I mean, listen, chatters. People in the chat, this is a message to you calling out. If you hear this blaring on your TV screen, I'm a little worried why you're playing this on your TV. That's kind of weird. But if you are, this is a message to you. You need to send a message in chat and say, I want to play this PCG, and then play this PCG. Or if you don't want to play this PCG and you want me to play this PCG, then don't send a message in chat. And then I will play the PCG. That's my proposition to you, chat.
So what if they send a message in chat, but the message says for you to play the PCG? That'll be
that
confusing.
Would be, yeah, that'd be like a breakage of the system that we've established here. We'd probably have to rebel. We'd have to start a anarchists society.
Okay, well, Solo's back.
I'm back. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Don't be sorry. Welcome back.
Yeah. Well, since do you see anyone saying anything, or because on my end it looks like no one's saying anything?
I have gotten 0 chat messages thus far, which, I mean, it's got to tell you something. Either chat has all like perished, they've suffered like an immediate an immediate virus that took them out instantly, murked them on the spot, or they want me to play this PCG.
Sounds like it's the latter.
That's what I would hope. I mean, but you can never really guess with these things.
True. All right, so you want to start?
Let's give it a shot.
All right, so that's you. That's John Bighead. You were just, as you do, you were just like standing on top of this here building, right?
Of course.
Yeah. This is, by the way, a sequel to the other game I made like 20 minutes ago, or like probably like 40 minutes ago now, in the stream, in which you were this random giant guy standing on a building. You are now standing on this building. But there's this giant pumpkin, which is blasting the city, and with its like lasers, because it's a UFO. So what do you do? Okay,
so as John Bighead, hero of the city, I'm out here and I'm thinking, these guys need a savior. I'm not the hero that they deserve. I'm the hero that they need, because these guys are actual, real, like, jerks. The whole city filled with jerks. They don't deserve a hero, but I got to give it to them. And I'm as John Bighead. I'm gonna use my head to like plug up. It looks like there's a little hole in the bottom of the pumpkin from which lasers are shooting. I'm gonna like try and plug up the hole with my head and see what happens.
All right, so you jump over from building to building. You're like jumping here and here and here. I'm hoping you can see what I'm doing with my mouse pointer. But the problem is that you get blasted with lasers on your way over there. So you never get the chance to like stick your head in the hole.
Okay. So where on my body do I get blasted with lasers? Like, do any lasers hit my head, and if so, is my head impenetrable, or is it affected by the lasers?
Okay, none of the lasers hit your head. They're all hitting like your torso or whatever, yeah. So
Okay. So I'm going to give a little bit of tester here, like a little bit of tester energy. I'm somewhat of a play tester in this game we call life, and I'm gonna like stick my head out forward. I'm gonna kind of lay on the building and just like try and nudge forward towards the laser and try and get it to hit my head just to see what happens.
Okay, so you nudge your head forward, trying to get the laser to hit it. And the laser does hit it. Now, what happens is your head is actually, it does prove to be a lot more resilient than the rest of your body. Now, it's not impervious, it's not magic, but you're finding that you can withstand quite a few laser blasts, even though your hair is quite literally on fire. Your head is big, and it's absorbing a lot, though each blast hurts a lot, and it's taking a lot out of you.
So I'm surviving, but it is hurting. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, King did send in a gnome. I don't know if you want to pull it up, but it's like pretty beautiful.
That's King's
and
gnome?
That's an understatement. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
I don't know what it is exactly I'm looking at. It's kind of like a dog if it was wearing a gnome hat. It's got a snout, right? Is that not a snout, or is it just a big nose?
I see it as like a big nose because it doesn't look like it's connected to his mouth. It looks like a nose that's like so big it's like extending down over his mouth. Like if my nose was like this.
I didn't even see the mouth. I just thought it was like a snout and the mouth was obscured because it was like on the underside of the snout. Now that I'm seeing this mouth line, this is changing everything for me. This is just a guy with a huge nose.
Yeah, right.
He probably gets bullied so hard by people like me who make fun of people based on their appearance.
That's true. Poor Nomi. Is this like a so wait, who Solo made this? It's King Froggy. Froggy. Yeah, Froggy. Is this is it supposed to be the same guy, King, or is it like just a random gnome?
That's a really good question. I feel like King didn't have this big of a nose, but maybe more high res, he'd get a bigger nose.
That's true.
Also,
did we even see? Oh, we did see his nose. That is a pretty big nose. It's just that he's far away and behind a pumpkin,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I feel like this nose is like at least a little bit bigger. Just like a slight bit. Maybe not as big as I was, misconstruing it to be earlier, but it's got a bit of heft to it, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
We can hop back to the game if King's not saying anything and wait for a response.
Okie dokie. So yeah, what you gonna do?
Okay. Chat, feel free to weigh in on this. If you got any ideas, if you want to try something, let us know, and we can put you in the game, Okay, so we know that my head can withstand laser beams, but it is painful. I think, is that what you said? I'm already losing track of
yes,
time and space and everything in between. So the idea that I have currently is I'm a stick figure. Am I like a stick figure actually, or am I like just portrayed as a stick figure on this?
You're just portrayed as a stick figure. You're just a normal guy. Well, you are literally gigantic, but other than that, you're just a normal guy.
I mean, lots of guys are gigantic. You can't discriminate against the gigantic guys. They're normal guys too. I think, I mean, we really hate to have like a full mass of human underneath us. What if, okay, hear me out now, I'm just gonna like chop off my legs, like the bottom half of my body, everything like below the rib cage, and like the lasers will cauterize the wound, so like it will just instantly heal up. Because that's everything. Out of everything I know about surgery and medicine, that's how that works.
All right. I buy it. The problem is, well, number one, you don't have anything to cut with.
I'm thinking like I try and catch are the lasers like moving about?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking I try and like catch the laser as it's swinging by, and use that to chop off below the rib cage.
Okay, works. It chops off your rib cage, and you are dying real fast.
Okay, so now that I am like I have less things that can be hit. I'm like a smaller target, so to speak. My hitbox has been decreased, and my big head is like the biggest part of me. I'm gonna try and like use my arms to move towards the pumpkin while sticking my head in front so that the lasers will only hit my head, and then try and like jump and fill the hole so that the lasers stop hitting the city.
Okay. Yeah, you like you're losing consciousness real fast. You know, your bottom half of your body was just chopped off, but all right. I'm gonna say that you're able to arm walk pretty, and yeah, the lasers are hitting you, and like that hurts, and it's knocking you out real good. But you're able to make it like pretty far over there, and you kind of jump and you make it up, and your head sticks in the hole, and it works. It plugs it up.
Wow.
But your head is constantly getting blasted with lasers, and so you eventually, burn to death.
Well, I mean, I feel like that was on to something, That was really close there. I'll save game to before I did any of the chopping, any of that crazy laser stuff. I'm gonna maybe. Okay, I'm gonna ask you this. After I died, did my head still block the lasers, or was it burned and removed from the passageway?
Well, you don't know because you were dead.
Right, that's a good point. That's a solid point. But I think my spirit would have observed it. My spirit would have flown out of my body up towards the heavens. On the way, I would have caught a glimpse. Just a little one.
Potentially, yeah, but unfortunately, you don't retain spirit memories.
Classic. Spirit Rules 101. Everybody knows it. Solo says that they sent John Bighead fan art, if you wanted to look at that too, while I'm pondering my next move.
Yes.
I feel like... Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
That is good. I really like the usage of the textured brush in the background. The pattern creates this nice effect. My favorite part about those kinds of pixel patterns is that like they, especially when not printed and displayed on a monitor, like they create these weird visual effects when you zoom in and out of them. It's like real freaky. It's like an optical illusion.
I know.
Almost.
It is.
It kind of adds to the mystique of the lasers. Mm-hmm. I would say. I feel like my head being so strong as John Bighead, the one and only, I'm just gonna like jump into the side of the pumpkin where the lasers aren't shooting out and try and like knock it off course into like a nearby body of water with the force of my big head.
All right, so you jump really hard like into the side of the pumpkin over here, and you're able to like you knock into it with your head, and you actually, because the side of the pumpkin is a little bit soft, so when you hit into it with your head, it creates a bit of a dent, and it does knock the pumpkin, but not that far. It doesn't go flying or whatever. It just gets like bumped over like this far, and then after a minute it corrects itself and like hovers back to where it was.
Okay. So when the pumpkin was a little bit soft, did it seem like I would be able to breach it perhaps with like a little bit more, effort?
Potentially, yeah. It did make a bit of a dent, and you can see a bit of like a tear in the side of it.
Okay. So I'm going to do that like a couple more times, knock it off course and let it reset, and just try and make the tear bigger and bigger until I can like see the insides.
Okay. You make the tear bigger and bigger, and finally you can see a little bit of this like weird goopy stuff. And
weird goopy stuff.
Yeah, it's weird, right? It's like this weird goopy stuff. You can see like maybe one or two like weird like seed-like thing. It's like almost like the inside of a pumpkin.
Whoa, the inside of a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Now that's unexpected to say the least.
Indeed.
I think I'm gonna like maybe try and jump through the hole and like see if I can deduce where the lasers are coming from inside. See if I can get a better view.
Okay, so you jump inside of the pumpkin, and you're sort of like forcing your way through. Like you gotta sort of like dig through a lot of like pumpkin goop and really big seeds, but then wait, let me save this real fast. All right, so then you're inside, right? And
right.
What was that? I just heard a sound.
I have no idea what that was.
Huh, interesting. Okay, so anyway, you're inside, right? And you dig through, and you finally make it to a place, like, right in the center where, like, there's, like, this console of, like, controls, right? It's, like...
Right.
Yeah, like, and here's where the controls are. Actually, there's like I'm gonna put some like colors on there because like I don't know, it's like a colorful control panel, with like different colored controls, and at the control panel is like this guy who's like a giant overgrown like seed, but he's real mad. And he is... Sorry,
you kind of cut out there. He's a giant overgrown what?
Seed.
Oh, seed. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, he is, and this is all surrounded by like obviously lots of pumpkin goop and like lots of other seeds are in here as well. Like over here there's a random seed, and over here there's a random seed, and like and all this like pumpkin goop. It sort of like surrounds this area. This is like a round cleared out area, and that is free of pumpkin goop, but the pumpkin goop is all around it in all directions, and like and yeah, so this guy's just pressing it, and you are over here. You're John Bighead with your really big head, and yeah. What do you do?
I do indeed have a big head. Many people have told me that.
Indeed. So yeah, what do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna be like, hey, seed, or sorry, that's probably mean. You probably don't want to be called seed. I want to be like, hey, what's up, bro? How's it hanging? like the lasers you got going on. What's up?
He says, "Oh, thanks. I'm destroying humanity."
I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, nice, cool, destroying humanity. I'm all about that, That's cool stuff. I think, I heard actually that humanity's like already on the brink of destruction. And we're like right there, like we're so close to just being over and done with. And I also am fully of the belief that destroying humanity is really cool, right? Sounds like a great idea. I just think it might be a little cooler, if you destroy a race of peoples that is not already on the outs. That would really prove your strength and abilities as a destructor of people, don't you think?
It like rotates in midair and looks at you, and it's like, but humanity is our creator and must be punished.
Right. I mean, I get that. Humanity, it's done you bad. I mean, my mom, she's not the greatest. She's told me that I'm a no life loser. And that I need to go get a job, whatever that means. But I'm not going to destroy her. She's my creator, and just because she brought me into this world doesn't mean that I have to hold a grudge. I don't see what's so bad about just letting your creator live and moving on to bigger and better things.
He says, but did your creator lift you up and smash you on some of the save game paths that occurred?
You know what? That is a really, really good point. And I'm not entirely sure. I can't see all of the different branches of save game. So I'm not like fully 100% on that one. What I can tell you is, she did drop me on my head a couple times. Little bit of negligence did occur. I can relate to you on some level there.
It says, but did you not wish to gain revenge after that? If it goes unresponded, then would it not never know the extent of the anguish it's caused?
Well, I mean, hey, there are some people and some, lessons in this world that really just can't be learned. There's a certain degree of a lack of willingness to grow. You reach a certain age and you get set in your ways. Your brain really loses its elasticity and you really don't want to learn that much anymore. And I think some people, they're just set in their ways, and no matter how many times you kill them, blow up their cities, whatnot, silly shenanigans you're up to over here, I don't think it's really going to teach them that lesson. And I think the best way to deliver a lesson is to just go on and show them that there's a better way that doesn't involve smashing and stooping down to their level.
How could I do that?
I would say, you're well on your way. You've already got a great little vehicle here. You got your nice pumpkin, that could take you places. I'm sure you could go starbound on this pumpkin, visit some other planets, show them how to stunt, give them the whole fancy treatment of showing them how to build a basic society, giving them some lessons, showing them the ropes. I think that
but if I left, humanity would forget about us. We, the Pumpkin Collective, must gain recognition. They must know.
That's a great point that you've brought here. Habel, is this Habel? Who is this? I think Habelscrone's posted a gnome fan art on. That's actually really good. Habel, you kind of cooked in the Discord general.
Wait, in the Discord general. Oh heck yeah, that's awesome.
Comment Habelscrone's W, I would say on that one.
Yes.
I tried to keep it faithful. I mean, faithful indeed, it is. It looks like pretty much exactly how I imagined him to look. You really captured his essence there. And Gnome Street, I mean, that is Gnome Street. And the Chicago skyline, you got it, nailed it. That's exactly what it looks like, as someone who's been to Chicago many times, as we established.
Yes, indeed. Ooh, Habel's gonna go wiki this guy. Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, and Solo wants to know. I'm gonna ask the seed guy. By the way, what's your name? I didn't actually formally introduce myself. I'm John Bighead. Protector of this here city. What do you call yourself?
I am Seed Prime.
Seed Prime. Do you think it's a little weird that you're like named after your species? Isn't that kind of odd to you?
He goes, what else would I be called? I am a seed. I am the prime seed. That is what I am called, for that is what I am.
So it's not even like a nickname or anything. Like it's not like one of your bros walked down the sidewalk and called you Seed Prime, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna stick with, like, it's just your name, like your mom called you Seed Prime?
No, that is the reference that echoes among the collective consciousness of the seeds of the great pumpkin.
I mean, I don't mean to bring up, any negative feelings about the past. I understand you guys have gone through some turmoil, really been oppressed, and that to that I say, you go, girl. Really, what I mean to express to you here, and to seeds at large, Seed Prime, you seem like a really grand individual and just a great time. We've really, chopped it up here inside this pumpkin. I've had fun. And if you were willing to express that, let loose, show your true self to other people, and stop the cyclical nature of abuse and destruction that occurs when you follow in the footsteps of your creators, we could really be on a path to greatness here and really see societal progression.
Wait, what is this cyclical nature? What is meant by this?
Okay, so there's a generational trauma that echoes from parent to offspring. And when, say, your grandfather was, verbally abused by his father, that might be passed on in sort of a subconscious way down to your father. And then your father might pass that down on to you.
But it was passed in a conscious way as it echoed through the collective consciousness.
Well, I don't know if you know this, actually, but humans, we started off as like little monkeys, like tiny little monkey guys. And, we were often thrown on the ground by other creatures out in the wild. We'd get tossed around, chewed up, quite literally. And that's echoed through our consciousness to the modern day. And I think we subconsciously, inflicted that upon you. And for that, I'm sorry.
Wait, so you are saying the reason I was smashed is because you were first smashed?
That's right. And I apologize. On behalf of all of us, I say it was a regrettable, choice that we made. And if we had thought about it more deeply, it really wouldn't have happened. And we can end the cycle right here and now, you and I.
What is this end the cycle?
Ending the cycle. Oh, Solo sent a Seed Prime fan art in the general. It's actually we're getting a lot of fan art right now. The endless stream never ends. It's really, this one is it really gives life to the character. I didn't imagine.
Heck yeah. That's
I didn't imagine this like menacing eye sparkle. It does a lot for him, really. Hang on, I got to turn on a light in here because it's getting real dark in the garage. Give me a second.
All right. What's the gnome's name? The gnome's name is just King. Or his nickname is Gnome.
Okay, light is on, and I am illuminated in the full brightness of artificial light.
Mm-hmm. Heck yeah.
Okay. Where were we on the... Oh, yeah. So, when I say breaking the cycle, Seed Prime, I mean starting anew. You know, there are choices that we make in our lives, things that we decide to carry on, things that we take from our mentors and the people who we look up to, our parents, our guardians, our creators, that really can inspire us and we can decide to take on and reflect in our own actions. And then there are things we can say, hey, those aren't for me. Those are, pieces of the past that we would like to let go. And we can move on, continually improving, continually evolving, and adapting to our new environment and understanding of how the world works and how we can be the people we want to be to create better generations. Generation after generation, we just improve.
This complex understanding of the world is ricocheting through the collective consciousness. It is overwhelming us. We are understanding that we can start over and behave differently.
It's true. It's true. You really can. And I feel like you've learned a lot here today, and I'm proud of you for it. I think just maybe, we can create a new generation of little seedlings. Your children's children, they'll be able to benefit from the choices you've made here today.
Perhaps you are correct. The collective consciousness will grow differently. But will we know humanity?
I mean, I think you will one day know humanity in the same way that I, too, know humanity.
Oh, it is almost too much to bear. Thank you, Big Head.
Anytime, man. Hey, Seed Prime, I'll hop out this pumpkin, but we had a good one. It was really a great fun time that we had here. And I'll see you later.
Okay, bye. And as you leave the pumpkin, you see the pumpkin flying off into outer space, perhaps to begin anew.
That's beautiful. I feel like that was an amazing PCG.
Thank you.
We've created something here today as a stream that will echo throughout time and space. I've been saying that a lot today. I've been saying time and space. That's kind of my thing, I guess.
Well, I mean, you've been saying that all throughout time and space, so it's fitting.
True. Can Big Head get the key to the city now? I think Big Head deserves the key to the city.
Yeah, I think so. I think he deserves it. If he gets the recognition that he deserves, because even though he is this gigantic guy who's like half half the size of one of those buildings. Are we actually gonna and even though everyone did see him go climb up into that pumpkin, is everyone gonna actually know, or are they just gonna assume it's a coincidence and that this, the situation just resolved itself? Maybe he'll never get credit.
I guess that's something that somebody can explore in a future installment.
That is true. That is true. Maybe somebody can. So he's asking what the name of this game is. I don't even know. I guess we could call it like shoot. Like Invasion of the Pumpkin Snatchers? I don't know.
Invasion of the Pumpkin Snatchers is a good title. That, like, if I heard or saw that on a movie poster or in like an advertisement or a trailer for a movie, I would have to go see it. I'd be throwing money at the screen despite the fact that that wouldn't purchase me a ticket or get me any closer to getting a ticket. I'd do it anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I same here. And by the way, yes, it was Nathaniel for the guy from your game.
I'm glad you remember that, because I wasn't entirely sure.
Yeah.
Also, I'm seeing that there's like a 1 minute 51 second stream that happened before this that's called the same thing. Was that like an error?
Yeah, because I clicked to start the stream, but it started it without OBS. It started it just on YouTube, and it was using the wrong camera and the wrong microphone. And I tried to fix it for like a minute and a half, and failed. So I just started a new stream with OBS.
I see. That makes sense. A classic streamer blunder. It happens to us all. It really never happened to me, but I mean, it happens to everybody else. So I hear mistakes are made sometimes. I'm not familiar with the concept of making a mistake, but I've gained an understanding of it through anecdotal evidence from others.
Yeah, it's I guess it's I have to admit it has happened to me once or twice.
Hey, that's what makes us human, and we're no seeds. We're no seeds.
Yeah. But I will tell you that there has been a little bit of improvement since I used to stream, in one sense, which is that, well, basically what happened was my hard drive was erased since I last streamed, so I had to re-download OBS again when I made videos recently, and I actually remapped the number buttons so that I can switch between scenes without triggering it going to the sorry, I'm saying that bad. I can press numbers on the keyboard without it triggering a scene change.
Wow. That's like big. I feel like anyone who's been watching the PCG channel for a hot minute, we know that that's huge for us. This changes everything.
I know. Is it even the PCG channel anymore?
I don't know. We might have to rename it.
Yeah, right?
Paper Computer Games 2.0 or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like the woes of watching a wiki stream and seeing and hearing the don 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 every 2 seconds. It's it's a pain that I'll never have to experience again, and that's something to really praise. I think that's a beautiful change.
Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad. It's a brand new day for the channel. What can I say?
Oh yeah, I mean, and you know what? I've implemented a little shortcut usage in my OBS as well recently, so we're kind of in a similar boat.
Oh heck yeah!
the shortcut usage for me is like not utilized in a live format, but I have it anyway. I like to record my right now. I don't know if you want to hear this, but I'm just gonna tell you anyway because I'm kind of a self-centered egotist.
All right, let's go. I like it. I like the sound of that. Let's go.
But my current strategy for recording videos is that I want it to like be as though it were live, even though it's recorded. So I don't want to like edit anything or like cut anything out. Like the most I'll do is pause the recording and come back until there's no more background noise. So I like set up my OBS in such a way that I can have like a little intro bit without having to leave and edit it in. So that's why I made that change. In case, because I know a lot of people are worried and thinking, why are the videos going to look different? Like, don't worry, guys. I know my loyal fans, King can't draw. You guys really watch closely and notice all those tiny little details.
Heck yeah. What made you switch from streaming to pre-recorded videos? Oh, you already said the noise is an issue. Is that
yeah,
it?
Mostly it's because of that, and also that my schedule now, like my current life schedule kind of restricts me to recording during the late hours of the night. Like 1 a.m. is typically when I start recording of my videos, and I do like batch recording, so I'll be recording from like 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. is typically my schedule at the moment. Pretty healthy, I would say. Gets me good sleep. But this is also, I'm just going on tangents because I like to talk, I guess, but one of my favorite things about the garage setup is that there's no like soundproofing, and I'm like directly next to the sidewalk, so whenever someone walks past the garage I can hear exactly loud and clear what they're saying, and when they're walking past they can also in return hear loud and clear what I'm saying. So like I like to kind of imagine people walking by just hearing like hello there, how's it going, and it like fades out as they're going by, kind of like Doppler effect kind of moment there.
I like this image.
It's just like a funny image to me.
Heck yeah. Maybe if anyone in the community's ever walking, well, why would they be walking past your house? I don't know.
Well, I mean, they'd know. They'd hear me loud and clear, so you know if you walk past my house.
Yeah. Imagine how crazy that would be if one of you is just like, if someone in the community is just like walking down a random street, doesn't know they live in the same area as you, they just happen to be walking and be just like, wait, I know that voice.
Yeah. That would be insane. Yeah. That would be like on par. I don't know why this just popped into my head, but that would be like on par with the crazy PCG meetup dream that you had, I would say.
Oh yeah. Wait, what was my meetup dream again? I'm forgetting.
I just remember that one time you made a video and you were like, I had this dream where we had a PCG meetup and we all met up and like it was awesome. And
oh my god.
I don't know why.
I don't remember this at all.
Sometimes.
I totally forgot.
Hey, if you ever need to remember a video you made, just let me know. I'll tell you all about it.
The encyclopedia of Zach videos.
I mean, I feel like I have this weird obsessive kind of watching of YouTube channels where I'll latch on to a channel and watch all of their videos over and over again for like a period of a couple years.
Oh, dang.
And then once I'm cycled out of that, I'm like, okay, now I know all their videos in and out. And it's usually like small channels that like no one else watches. And I'm like, all right, now it's time to move on to someone else. And then I find another small channel that I just like watch over and over again. I'm currently watching this one. I've talked about this in all of my recordings recently, so you're gonna hear about this a lot in the videos that get released later because I like schedule them. But by you I mean King. But there's this one channel named Goob the Noob, and he makes these like existential videos where he like talks about his life and like like his mental state and how hard things are for him. And it's all overlaid to him playing Minecraft beta. And like he doesn't really, he gets like he has a couple of videos with some pretty solid view counts, but usually he's in like the 100 view range. And his videos are like a roller coaster. It's really like a TV show. Like, I feel really bad for him because it's really sad to hear about like how like genuinely absurdly like hateful the world is towards him. Like, the world just throws challenges every which way. But it's fun to watch like the roller coaster of his life just unfold, because it's just like you think things are gonna start getting better for him, and then like he gets like a negative 15-degree weather day where he has to walk 1 hour to school there and back. And it's like geez, dude, like it just never stops. It just never stops. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm watching someone at their lowest. You know what I feel like? I feel like I'm watching Steve Jobs do a diary entry of like pre-blow up before he, made it big in the tech industry, and he's like struggling every day. He's like eating scraps off of tables, dumpster. I don't really know the Steve Jobs story, so I have no idea where he came from, but I'd like to imagine it was a rags to riches kind of story. But like, I feel like Goob the Noob is gonna be like a big thing one day, and he's gonna look back and be like, that was rough, but I stuck through it.
That's true. He's gonna be the next Steve Jobs.
Oh yeah. Do you know anything about Steve Jobs' come up? Do you know how he started off? Like, did he come from rags?
Yeah, didn't I hear like he was isn't he supposed to have like created the computer in his garage, or was that the other guy?
I remember hearing stories about him working out of his garage for sure. I feel like, and I wouldn't have been confident to say that until you said it, but now that you said it, I trust that I'm right.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think that sounds accurate.
I definitely think you kind of have to, in some sense, come from a little bit of a harsh fight to really make it to the top of the top. I think because it gives you like a sense of work ethic that you don't get if you're like born into success. I think that's my perspective.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely grants you some more practical skills, I think.
And that's why I believe in Goob the Noob, because he's fucking... Oh, sorry, I don't know why I keep doing that. He's in the trenches.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. But yeah, so we have an article now for King the Gnome.
I saw that. Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
And it's very in-depth. It's very much like a official, like, Zach quality PCG wiki article, I would say.
Indeed. It's got a citation and everything.
It's
to
crazy.
Invasion of the
Pretty
Pumpkin
crazy.
Snatchers.
I hope that you like private this video after it's done, so that the link doesn't work anymore, just to prank Habelscrones.
Totally.
Anyway, I don't want to hold you to staying on call with me any longer, but thanks for having me on. I had a great time. I kind of like took over the stream a little bit. I got a little
You're good, dude.
ahead of myself. I'm sorry. I got excited because I haven't streamed in 5 months, so I was like, oh my god, the rush, it's all coming back to me.
I hear you, dude. No, not at all. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course.
In any case, let's talk about you today. Thank you so very much for your time. I've been Pat Din. You've been great. And until next time, kick rocks, pal. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
See you later. Zach, do you want to finish our PCG? Sure. Though, do I want to? I still haven't had dinner. Maybe I should like get off soon and do that. But I don't know. Do I want to? I could play a little if you like, or you could just. Alternatively, we could just like play it tomorrow. I definitely have some free time tomorrow as well. It's up to you. Okay, humans need food. True enough. But before I go, I do also want to check out this article. I haven't had a chance to see what it says. Gnome was born with one tan eyebrow. It was a mark of his family. Yep, true. It was a mark of his family, as his mother and father both had the same eyebrow. His lineage granted him magic powers as a gnome. He was the only known one to make objects disappear and reappear with sparkles. He spent his early life in Gnome City. Page does not exist. But that's because we haven't seen Gnome City before in PCGs. Where there was no electricity and only the power of love. Seeking new opportunities, he moved to Chicago. He started a pumpkin pie business, which saw no sales. It was on Gnome Street that he got the nickname Gnome when a passerby called him such. This is an in-depth biography. Good job. Once an intrepid man named Nathaniel cautionlessly walked onto Gnome Street and had his phone stolen by Gnome. Gnome explained to the man the 2 rules of Gnome Street and refused to return the phone until the man would prove he could live his life untethered by the device. After a long conversation, Gnome cited his financial struggles as the reason he was so aggravated. Nathaniel explained to Gnome the concept of advertising to improve sales of his pumpkin pie, and Gnome was very grateful for this advice, so he returned the phone to Nathaniel. Yes, indeed. Now this needs to go into category gnomes. And also yak. And yeah, okay, there we go. I guess characters. He is a character, right? It's not saving, though. It is not saving. Let me refresh this. There we go. Okay. Ooh, and we have an update from our Pokemon Stop programmer. Update. I might be onto something. I already got Convince and Logic to work, by the way. Heck yeah. But yeah, Havel says, I'm slowly hacking. Wait, I'm missing a bunch of stuff. Thanks for having me. You're very welcome. Thanks for coming on. Havel says, I'm slowly hacking away at the dead links until the whole game is cataloged. Can one of you please send me the pages? Oh, you mean the actual... Yeah, sure. Let me do that right now. That was Habel who asked for that. Let's see. So this is whatever works for you. I have a lot of free time. How do I edit the fandom? I'm working on something. Just right up here, like this edit button. Or you can click one of these little... This is also the edit button. But this is the edit button for like just this section, you see? So if you click at it, it just like... there, and then you can just like type, and then you can like click the save button, and that's it. If you're on mobile, it's a little bit different. In which case I can't show you right now. But there's still like an edit button at the top or whatever. So it's pretty straightforward. don't get those. It says I don't have permissions. Really? I don't think you have to be like logged in order to do it. What's your do you have like a are you logged into your name? And if so, what's your name? I can like check. Solo. It says you don't have permissions. 'Cause like let me see. If I were to like sign out, right? Then then I get a lot more ads. But also, I still have the edit button. Oh, I have to sign in. So what if I don't I guess that's the problem, is that I have my account. So like what I don't know. My name is The Real Solo. Okay. Let's see. User. The Real Solo. It does not seem to exist. Huh. Oh, we figured it out? Oh, excellent. My browser is not working or something. I switched browsers. Excellent. Yeah, I don't know. I hate those weird browser problems. But yeah, I was gonna send you this stuff. Let's copy this. I'll just put it in the general chat so that like everyone can see it if they want to. Well, that's not okay. So these I have to save this first. And then paper computer games, pumpkin game. Okay, so here's pumpkin game 1, and here's pumpkin game 2. It's one game. It just this is the first page and this is the second page of pumpkin game. And this pumpkin is the same as this pumpkin. It's one big pumpkin. This is the pumpkin cinematic universe. All right, so yeah, I am rapidly getting real tired. So maybe I should call it a night. Oh, we have an article on Gnome Street first, though. Gnome Street is the street located in the American city of Chicago. It is where King the Gnome moved to and started his pumpkin pie business. It's unclear whether or not the stream was founded by Gnome. It makes its first appearance in Invasion of the Pumpkin Snatchers, where Gnome steals the phone of Nathaniel after he walks onto the street. Though, wait, I thought Invasion of the Pumpkin Snatchers was the name of my game. I'm not sure if that's the name of Yak's game or not, or if like, you know, or what. But you'd have to ask Yak, aka Pat Dan, if what you know what his game was called. I made it be one game with multiple unrelated pages. Ah, I see. So you're referring to Invasion of the Pumpkin Snatchers as the name of the whole roundabout. I was under the impression it was a roundabout. Yeah, it was a roundabout. Correct. All right, yeah, so I am rapidly getting tired. So I think I am going to end the stream. It's hard to like keep up my energy level and stay animated, but I might still hang out in the Discord like through text or whatever, and I'll definitely check out the wiki articles that you guys are making, and definitely any fan art, obviously. But yeah, I guess that's all I've got to say to you guys for right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's great to stream again. It's been freaking forever, but we'll have to do this more often. Thank you guys so much for watching, and PCG you later.